Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, or whatever time of day you may be joining us. Thank you for joining us and choosing to participate with Mount Zion United Church of God Incorporated Mass Choir. You have volunteered your services and you're serving to the glory of God, and we thank God for you. As we thank God for our musicians, for each and everyone who is a part of this ministry. And we definitely thank God for the covering that we have from Bishop Curry and Lady Curry, who are praying for us. Did you know that when we're talking or singing, it can be felt? Today we're going to talk about resonance. What do you feel when you put your hands under your chin like this? What do you feel? How does it feel? When you're singing, there should be some vibration. Just as when you're talking, there's vibration. Did you know that people who can't actually hear like we do are able to understand what we're saying by placing their hands under our mouths, under our chins? They can hear through their hands. So if we're screaming, that's going to come across as screaming. But we're not talking about screaming. There are times when we're singing, the resonance is there with a nice smooth tone. And then there are times when there's projection. So the song that we're listening to right now, The Blood by the Florida Mass Choir, we can hear the leader build with the song. The resonance is there. And then as he continues to lead the song and the choir comes in, I want you to notice how we start out at one tone, and as the song progresses, then we begin to project. Now understand, projection and yelling are not the same. So yelling is part of what we don't want. Yelling doesn't help anyone. It does not bring joy. We want the song to be projected because we're not going to sing like little mice. We're singing the song to the glory of God. So if we just listen to him, he is already beginning to project. He's already beginning to project more and more. It's building the song and it's causing us to come in, hear it, feel it, that it might minister to the glory of God. So we're going to talk about resonance, projection, your voice power, the quality of the singing is what we're focusing on. We want to make sure that we're doing what we're doing, singing in a way that is going to reach the congregation and bless them. Now you hear the choir now, the resonance is there and the projection is there from all of the parts. No yelling, just projection. Thank you for listening. I just wanted you to at least hear the song so that while we're talking, while you're listening to this lesson, you'll have something to refer back to. Now, there are a couple of things that we want you to think about. In resonance and projection, you want to strengthen your voice power. Strengthening the voice power helps the song to carry better. We understand that if someone is talking to us and they're just monotone the whole time, just on a straight line, I would go to sleep on them. If they're talking and there's no kind of resonance and there's no kind of projection, there's nothing changing. So when we're singing, there's something that's supposed to change in the song, one way or the other. A softer tone, but still resonance because there is power in it, or even a heavier tone because it is a point that needs to carry out When that happens, we should feel something. We should feel it. If you were to la 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 la, holding your ears, la 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 la, what does that feel like? How does it feel? It should do something to your sinuses. It should do something with your chest. There should be something going on with the abdomen, but not with the throat. We're not la, 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 la. That is annoying, and it is not helping our voice box, our larynx at all. We want the voice to come from the diaphragm, through the chest, through the mouth, to the glory of God. Okay? I hope that makes sense. There are a couple of things that can help us with strengthening our voice and with projection. One of the main things that we talked about, and you're very familiar with, is posture. If we're sitting while we're singing, you want to scoot to the edge of your seat, and you want to put your hands on your knees, because you want the chest to be open enough to sing. It was the blood that made the difference. The blood, and I'm not using my shoulders, remember? Of Jesus. You're breathing. The breath is going to help with your resonance, and it's going to help you with projection. I thank God for the blood that came streaming down for me. It was the blood. I've taken several breaths during this time, but you could not see that happening with the shoulders, because all of the energy that I needed to sing needed to come from my lungs, not from my shoulders. So just to reiterate some of our previous lessons, we definitely want the resonance, but we're not wanting to scream, or we're not wanting to use our bodies unnecessarily, because the strength is in the singing. The strength is in our voice. We want the voice power. When you're humming, resonance, you can think about when you're humming, what do you feel when you do this? You should feel a vibration, that make the difference. And so we definitely want to continue to keep those things in mind when we're thinking about resonance. Projection, you're going to have a director who will ask you to go up or even to come down. You're still projecting, but you're not taken away from the song. The blood of Jesus, nothing but the blood of Jesus. Yes, I did move those shoulders that time. The blood. We want to sing in a way that the song comes through smoothly, the resonance is there, and the articulation is there. The words are clear. The words are more clear when we're singing with correct breath control and articulation. I've done a couple of things in this presentation. I've said the a couple of times. You probably picked up on it. Instead of saying the blood, I said the blood. The blood, we want to use our tongues and our teeth when we are singing, because it helps with the resonance and it helps with projection. Posture, number one. The other thing that we want to make sure we're doing when we're humming is that we're using our breath control. Make sure that as we're leading and thinking about songs, as we are listening to songs, you are actually leading the song at home. You don't have to say, oh, I don't lead it. I don't need to learn all of it. Learn the entire song. It'll help develop your confidence. Also, there are a couple of tools that if you're not sure what to do, how to do it, there are headphones. Your headphones do two things. As you're singing, it actually does the same thing as if you were holding your finger over your ears. So it allows that sound to be inside your head. And you also are able to feel the resonance, the vibration of the song. And the other thing it does, it helps you to hear your note. Because when we're singing, we want to project, but we don't want to yell. We want to project in the right key. We want to make sure that we're not singing flat or off. So by using these headphones, it will help tremendously to get your part. Definitely helps us when we're singing with our teammates, when we're singing with other people in the ministry. If you've been using your headphones, and the other, if you have earbuds, my husband's going to pick at me because I only use one. And the reason I use one is because I lost the other one in the airport. Yes, I lost it, and I'm going to get another set one day. Don't worry about it. However, this earbud allows me to hear the song, and this ear, it's not affected that way. So just wanted to give you those tools for resonance and even projection. If you are listening to a song, use your headphones, use your earbuds, whatever will help you to hear it and bring yourself into when you're singing it correctly. Your posture is important. Your headphones are important. You are strengthening your voice every time you're practicing. Vocal warm-up routine. Your vocal warm-up routine should be something you do daily. I hope that you're still yawning with your mouth closed. Yawn with that mouth closed and strengthen your vocal cords. Strengthen that mouth. I think someone's probably heard me say during the time we're singing, I think it's been asked for us to sing melodically. And I say, well, sing like you have an egg in your mouth. Okay, so how do we do this? In vocal warm-ups, the blood that make the difference. Try to sing in a way that you're bringing your mouth. You're not working it so that it's coming, the blood that make the difference. You want a round sound. The blood that made the difference at Calvary. That's the egg. I'm holding it. And it's vibrating in here. So think about that when you are singing. With your vocal warm-up routine, please, please, please remember everything you've been taught so far. You've been told several times about your diet. I think it doesn't mean I don't have to repeat all of that. But your vocal warm-up routine should be a routine that you follow each day. Whatever you're doing, keep in mind that it is progressing toward your next step. So yes, you want to eat right. You want to stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water. I don't drink cold water. If I'm offered cold water, I usually refuse it because I've gotten accustomed to drinking room temperature water. No ice. I don't want it. I know it doesn't help because it really constricts the vocal cords. So your routine should be what is going to help you to get to where you want to be, as far as your singing ability and skill. Another thing is honey. Warm liquid, warm tea, honey. No caffeine. Caffeine is not good for us. But decaf, warm liquids, just give you a couple of ideas. Ginger and peach turmeric tea. Ginger and peach turmeric tea. Love it. If you have some type of congestion, the ginger is good for congestion. Something else is very good for us is elderberry and echinacea. It's very good for congestion. It's good for opening up this vocal cord area and keeping that throat nice and moist. I don't know if anyone likes it, but I do. I like hibiscus tea. Hibiscus tea. A lot of our Mexican brothers and sisters make that. And hibiscus is very good for us. Just look it up and look at the benefits of it. Other thing, orange and spice. Very good tea. Warm. What you want is warm. You don't want to focus on a lot of caffeine. Some of us do drink the caffeine in the green tea. I would just say be careful with it. You don't want to drink a lot of it. You just want to be careful with your caffeine, with your coffee. You say, well, it's warm, and that's good, but just be careful with it. Okay, I don't want to overdo the time. The other thing, because this is something we're doing daily, so if you don't have honey at home, you don't want to carry this big bottle around with you, I found these little packets of honey, that your raw unfiltered honey. This was in the grocery store right there next to the teas, and it makes it so convenient to have honey. I ask for honey in the restaurants. Many times they have it, sometimes they don't, but if in case they don't, just carry your own. So your vocal warm-up routine, you should be yawning with your mouth closed on a regular basis. You should be humming. That's the best way to learn your songs. While exercising, while walking, while driving around the house, just use that humming voice. Don't forget your lip trills. Use it as much as possible. It's hard for me to do it with dry mouth. It was the blood. You can do lip trills with any songs. Drink room temperature water. Eat an apple with the peeling on it. Yes, you've heard it before. It's very good. It's medicinal. We keeps our systems clean. And so use your apple. Eat your apple. And the other thing we're going to talk about later is a couple of things that I think are interesting to everyone, be helpful. We're going to talk a little bit more about breath control for long phrases, and we'll talk about enunciation exercises. So don't forget, the tip of the tongue, the roof of the mouth, the lips, and the teeth for your enunciation, okay? So you want to articulate and you want to use all of your mouth. Use your voice, use your mouth, speak clearly, and that might be something that even if you're not singing, to keep in mind. And watch that posture. I have a tendency as time goes on and I'm talking or singing, I may start slumping. So I have to keep in mind to keep that back straight and that stomach tight, because when we're doing that, it helps us with resonance, it helps us with projection, and it helps us with everything that we're doing. Your vocal warm-ups is an everyday thing. Should be every day that you're doing something to warm your voice up. I hope this has been helpful. I hope I didn't take too much of your time. And certainly if you have any questions, please feel free to send us a message on the band or call us and we'll be more than happy to help you. And at any point when we're rehearsing, we can go to a corner and work on some things. So I think that this will be good for us. I'm learning a lot. I hope you are. Thank you so much for your time, and have a good day, good evening, good night. Bye-bye.